Let me tell you about a classic movie from 1949 called East Side, West Side. This film features some big Hollywood names you might recognize. Now, there's a lot of interesting stuff in this movie, funny, shocking, and even some sad parts. So, keep watching this video to learn more. Now, think about it, which classic Hollywood actor in this movie was your favorite? There are quite a few to choose from. And speaking of characters, out of all the roles in this movie, which one was your favorite? There are so many to pick from, each with their own story to tell. Do you have any cherished memories or personal experiences related to this movie? We'd love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. Share with us what this movie means to you. So, whether you're a fan of classic Hollywood or just looking for a good movie to watch, East Side, West Side is one you won't want to miss. Keep an eye out for those funny, shocking, and sad moments. They're all part of what makes this movie so memorable. The 1949 film East Side, West Side made a big splash in the movie world and left a lasting mark on both cinema and society. It delved into the deep waters of love, betrayal, and what people expect from each other, making it a story that people still find meaningful today. This movie shines a light on city life, and the hurdles its characters have to jump over, touching on timeless challenges like the gap between different social classes and staying true to oneself. More than 70 years later, the themes and messages of East Side, West Side continue to be relevant, securing its spot as a classic film. It's a piece of cinema history that viewers who are curious about the depths of human feelings and social issues should definitely see. In the movie, Gale Sondergaard was initially considered for the role of the Wicked Witch of the West in a well-known film from 1939. However, due to a change in the character's appearance, she declined the role. Barbara Stanwyck, another prominent figure in the film, had a unique send-off. Instead of a traditional funeral, she was cremated, and her ashes were scattered over Lone Pine, California from a helicopter. Interestingly, Gale Sondergaard, who portrays Stanwyck's character's mother, is only 8 years older than Stanwyck in real life. This adds an intriguing dynamic to their on-screen relationship, blurring the lines between age and role. These behind-the-scenes details offer a glimpse into the lives of the actors involved in the film, enriching the viewing experience with layers of history and personal anecdotes. In this movie, the first floor of an apartment is shared with another film called Adam's Rib. Despite different decorations, it's the same location. Beverly Michaels, playing Felice Backett, makes her debut here. She's married to Russell Rouse, an Academy Award-winning screenplay writer, and is the mother of Christopher Rouse, an Academy Award-winning film editor. This film marks the beginning of 3 collaborations between James Mason and Ava Gardner. Their other movies together include Pandora and The Flying Dutchman and Mayerling. In her debut, Jewel Rose took to the screen in a film that also celebrated the talents of Sid Charisse and Ava Gardner. Charisse, before her Hollywood fame, first caught the public eye with the ballet Russe. Joining the Corps de Ballet at the young age of 14, she toured extensively across the United States and Europe. The ballet company, keen on maintaining a Russian aura, had its members adopt Russian-sounding names. Thus, Charisse was known by several pseudonyms, including Natasha Chilalis, Celia Sidorova, and Maria Estrema, throughout her ballet career. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, recognizing a unique allure, often cast Ava Gardner and Sid Charisse. The studio was particularly struck by the strong resemblance between the two actresses. This physical similarity, paired with their respective talents, made their joint appearances in films a strategy MGM frequently leveraged to captivate audiences. In the 1949 movie, Ava Gardner and William Conrad, who had previously starred together in The Killers, didn't share any scenes. Some of Miklos Rozsa's music seems to draw inspiration from George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. Sid Charisse missed out on major roles in MGM musicals due to unfortunate events, and injury sidelined her from Easter Parade, with Ann Miller taking her place, and pregnancy led her to give up the lead in An American in Paris, which Leslie Caron then took over and rose to stardom. In the stories of these notable individuals, we find a common thread of faith, resilience, and unexpected twists of fate. They each embarked on journeys that led them to places they never anticipated, leaving a lasting impression on history. Sid Charisse, despite her burial in a Jewish cemetery, held steadfast to her Methodist beliefs throughout her life. At her funeral, Dr. Gary Allen Dickey, a respected Methodist pastor, provided comfort to her loved ones, acknowledging her strong devotion to her faith. Barbara Stanwyck, celebrated for her roles in Western film and TV, is remembered not just for her acting, but for her strength and grace on screen. In the book Back in the Saddle Essays on Western Film and Television Actors, her impact on the genre is explored, shedding light on her lasting influence. Nancy Reagan's journey into politics began unexpectedly during a childhood visit to the White House, where she crossed paths with First Lady Grace Coolidge. This chance encounter foreshadowed her future role in American politics, highlighting how small moments can shape our destinies. These stories remind us of the complexities of human experience, where faith, resilience, and serendipity intertwine to create a rich narrative. They leave a lasting impression on history, showcasing the ever-evolving nature of the human spirit. Gale Sondergaard, once blacklisted in 1947, was cast by director Mervyn LeRoy in a supporting role as Barbara Stanwyck's mother to test industry reaction. Unfortunately, the negative response solidified her blacklisting, and she didn't appear in another major Hollywood film for nearly 3 decades. This movie marks the third and final pairing of Barbara Stanwyck and Van Heflin, following their collaboration in 2 previous films. Despite their star power, the film only performed fair at the box office, earning MGM a small profit. According to studio records, it made $31,000 equivalent to $387 in today's currency. In the vibrant era of late 1940s Hollywood, MGM made a bold move by grabbing the film rights for a hefty sum. This was a big deal for them and showed how strong they were in the movie business. Barbara Stanwyck was a famous actress, especially known for her roles in Western movies. She was so good that she earned a place in the Hall of Great Western Performers. People loved watching her on screen, and she left a lasting impression on the Western genre. Another actress, Gale Sondergaard, took a break from acting for 20 years after being in a really important movie. But she made a strong comeback in a film called Slaves. However, she faced some tough times because of her beliefs. She stood up against something called the House Un-American Activities Committee, which caused her some trouble. But she didn't give up, showing her strength and determination. These stories remind us how powerful movies and the people in them can be. They keep inspiring audiences all over the world, showing us the importance of storytelling. In the creation of the famous movie directed by Mervyn LeRoy, Barbara Stanwyck stood out not just for her great acting, but also for being really kind and generous to everyone on set, from the people working behind the scenes to the extras. This kindness made everyone feel good during filming, making her very well liked among her co-workers. The film is also notable because it was the last time Ferrite Burroughs appeared on screen, which adds a sad but important part to its history. Something interesting about the movie is that it had both Stanwyck and Ava Gardner, who were big stars in the old days of Hollywood. Even though they only had one scene together, it was still memorable because of their connection off-screen. Both actresses were very talented and had played some really famous roles over the years. What's remarkable is that they passed away within 5 days of each other in January of 1990. Stanwyck died first, and then Gardner followed shortly after. This coincidence adds another layer of emotion to their shared moment on screen, showing how connections made in life can be really important even in the movies. All these personal stories and the talent involved make the movie even more special. In the making of this film, Greer Garson, Fred McMurray, and Claudette Colbert were initially considered for the leading roles, showcasing the filmmaker's high aspirations for its casting. However, the final cast did not include these stars, leading to a different dynamic on screen. James Mason, known for his distinguished acting career, was a part of this project, not to be confused with Jim Mason, an American actor famous for his roles in silent films and westerns during the 1920s and 1930s. This distinction is crucial for fans and scholars alike, emphasizing the unique contributions of each actor to the film industry. In a surprising turn, the 1949 movie East Side, West Side features a tragic subplot involving the untimely death of one of its lead characters. Despite the film's focus on societal dynamics and personal relationships, this unexpected event adds a layer of depth and sorrow to the narrative, leaving audiences stunned by its emotional impact. The film delves into the complexities of marriage, fidelity, and the consequences of betrayal. As the story unfolds, viewers are drawn into a web of deception and heartache, culminating in a devastating revelation that alters the course of the characters' lives forever. With its raw portrayal of human emotions and its unflinching exploration of moral dilemmas, East Side, West Side presents a stark reminder of the fragility of relationships and the harsh realities of life. The inclusion of this tragic twist serves as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of fate and the profound impact of our choices on those around us. It leaves a lasting impression on audiences, prompting reflection on the delicate balance between love and loyalty. Amidst the making of a movie, something unexpected happened, bringing sadness to the set. One of the main actors sadly passed away before the filming was done, leaving everyone shocked and sad. Even though this was a big setback, the filmmakers kept going, rearranging scenes and changing the story to fit the loss. This sad event made the movie even more serious and emotional than it already was. It reminds us that life can be unpredictable, even when you're making a movie. The movie is about the ups and downs of relationships between people. It's set in New York City and follows the lives of different kinds of people, exploring themes like love, betrayal, and finding redemption. The actors in the movie are really talented. Each one brings their character to life in a way that makes you feel like you're right there with them, feeling all the emotions they feel. Even after the movie ends, you can't shake off the feelings they leave you with. Even though making the movie had its challenges, it shows how strong people can be when faced with tough times. It's a timeless story about what it means to be human and how we're all connected by similar experiences.